Hello and thanks for joining us on Alive News. I am Tanti Azal. Now the headlines. The Ijaw National Congress queries Tinubu over silence on inciting comment by Wike. The Coalition of Northern Youth Movement Initiative alleges Northern politicians are suffering political embarrassment. Russia to hold presidential elections in Ukraine. Ashake tops list of most searched Nigerian artists on Google. Now the news in detail. The Ijaw National Congress has queried President Bola Tinubu over silence on the inciting comment made by Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, against the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara. The INC, in a statement signed by its president, Benjamin Okaba, on Monday, says it was curious that despite previous intervention of Tinubu and other stakeholders, Wike and his loyalists were bent on ensuring the impeachment of Fubara. The group also questioned why Wike could make libelous and inciting comments against Fubara without fear of sanction from the security agencies and President Tinubu. The Apex Pan-Ijaw Socio-Cultural Organization, while urging Tinubu to intervene in the crisis again, commended Fubara for his calm and mature disposition in the face of insult and provocations by Wike, noting that such conduct is becoming of a civilized leader and statesman. The Central Bank of Nigeria has said that the Nigerian banking industry remains resilient and that the key financial soundness indicators were within the regulatory thresholds as captured in the CBN's most recent economic report of 2023. It therefore appealed to Nigerians to disregard media reports listing some banks as failing the capital adequacy ratio stress test for international authorization. The Apex Bank made this known in a statement signed by its spokesperson, Ali Sidi Ali, and posted on its website on Monday, December 11, 2023. The CBN assured Nigerians that it is engaging with various critical stakeholders to sustain the level of confidence in the Nigerian financial sector. In other stories, the Coalition of Northern Youth Movement Initiative has alleged a plot to weaken prominent Northern politicians ahead of the 2027 elections. While addressing a press conference in Kaduna, the chairman of the group, Hamza Bala Lawal, who was flanked by its secretary, Ibrahim Mohammed Inua, listed Northern politicians suffering political embarrassment, including former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, and Senator Abdulaziz Yari, the former Zamfara State governor. Lawal calls on the judiciary, security agencies, and the Independent National Electoral Commission to abide by their oath of allegiance to the people and the Constitution of Nigeria, stressing that any injustice against the northern region will be hesitated. The group also cautioned politicians against being accomplices in the plot to undermine the Northerners, insisting they are aware of moves by certain politicians to destabilize the region, especially the commercial city of Kano and Plateau states, respectively. The chairman of the group also posited that Nigerians are witnesses of what is going on in the Court of Appeal concerning the governorship poll in Zamfara, Plateau State, and Kano, where the opposition parties won the state as the ballot box, and the attempt by the federal government to snatch this state from the winning political parties. And away from that, the African School of Diplomacy and International Relations has advised Nigerian government to emulate the acts of Pan-Africanism in order to make the government of the country smooth, noting that one of the major challenges Nigeria is facing is that of leadership problem. Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of African School of Diplomacy and International Relations, Dr. Tunji Asaolu, while speaking at the partnership event with Aaron Tours and Travels, advised the Nigerian government to see Africa as a project that needs to be executed well in order to get valuable results. CEO of Irene Tours and Travels, Ambassador Irene Chukwunonso Ezekwe, has revealed the benefit of the partnership with African School of Diplomacy and International Relations to Nigeria citizens is to handle issues of travel protocols to make them become diplomats amongst many others. On his part, Ambassador Samson Odo has advocated to Nigerians to promote handmade products, noting that it is important to build the country with locally made products rather than depending on products imported to the country.
Is to also see Africa as a project in the sense that what we are seeing in America today, the United States of America, Africa can also be that in the next 10 years, we should see ourselves as United States of Africa, where a citizen can wake up from Nigeria, find his way in South Africa without necessary, through visa, where a business can, register a business in Nigeria, and that same business can operate in any part of Africa countries, so where a common currency can be shared within the African continent.
It is important that we build our country by producing things, using the things produced here, instead of constantly depending on things produced outside. So with this knowledge, Nigerians will take it more seriously that indeed we need to begin to count on what we have here.
To train people, to teach people how to study and they know things about the diplomats. We have the school at abroad, UK, Queen's College. So a lot of benefit about it for people to know that we are capable.
The Eco Electricity Distribution Company has explained the reason behind the recent poor power supply in some areas of Lagos State. Given the explanation in a statement made available on its official X handle, the Electricity Distribution Company explained that the recent epileptic power supply being experienced in various areas of the state was as a result of the low allocation that they got from the Transmission Company of Nigeria. The development comes as some areas of Lagos State continue to experience longer power outages than usual. Hello and welcome to Live News. The immediate past Minister of Youth and Sports Development Chief Sondidari, the federal government of Nigeria has taken punitive action against the secretariat. Nigerians have expressed fear over the possible shutdown of businesses and job losses.
See, things are just going higher every day.
For a fact that going from here to Ombalin day before was at 300, but now is at the high side of 700, 800.
The subsidy costs us trillions of naira yearly. Such as a vast sum of money will have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security.
Welcome back. And now on the foreign scene, Russia's Central Election Commission has reportedly given its approval for the upcoming presidential election to take place in Ukrainian regions that are partially occupied. Russia's armed forces and the Federal Security Service have expressed their confidence in the feasibility of conducting the voting process in areas where the conflict is ongoing. This announcement comes as Russia's war against Ukraine nears its second anniversary. Moscow's Time reports that in accordance with Russian law, the Central Election Commission is allowed to hold elections in regions under martial law, but only after consulting with the Defense Ministry and FSB. Russia's incumbent President Vladimir Putin is seeking a fifth term in office. He is expected to win given the current political landscape in Russia. And lastly, in entertainment, Afrobeat sensation Ahmed Ololade, popularly known as Asake, has topped the list of the most searched artists in Nigeria in 2023, followed by Khalid and Charlie Poppy. This is according to Google Most Searched List for 2023 released on Monday. According to the list, Asake was the most searched artist in Nigeria, and his hit single, Lonely at the Top, was the most searched song. And this is all we have for you at this moment. Thanks for watching. Do have a great night rest.